This is Jack Canfield, and today I want to reveal something about myself that I hope will inspire you in your life. The truth that most people don't know about me is that the first time I earned a check for $1 million was when I was 51 years old. So I want you to get this, it's never too late to become a millionaire. In fact, if you consider that I graduated from Harvard University when I was 21, it took me another 30 years to amass the knowledge, the connections, and the experience required to generate that much money. So slow and steady won the game. Now, how about you? What can you do in your life to develop the millionaire mindset? And I want you to realize today, with everything that's available on the internet, you don't have to wait 30 years to become a millionaire. So let's take a look at what you do need to do. First, you must have the belief that you can easily become a millionaire. You know, belief comes from making a choice. All beliefs are thoughts. They're just thoughts. They're thoughts you think over and over and over until you don't even realize it's a conscious thought anymore. It just seems like it's reality. But you have the ability to change your beliefs. And to develop your belief, what you have to do every day is take time to sit and say an affirmation, something like, I am so happy and grateful that I'm now earning $1 million a year. Or I'm so happy and grateful that I am looking at my net worth and my stock account and it shows $2 million or $20 million or whatever it is. Or you could say, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm living a millionaire lifestyle. If you do the affirmation over and over and over and over and over, it becomes the new belief that that is your reality. And then everything in your unconscious mind, subconscious mind will start to organize itself to actually help you create that. The second thing you must do is you must decide what being a millionaire means to you. It's these things that will keep you focused. Is it security? Is it freedom or power, prestige, the ability to travel anywhere you want to go in the world, philanthropy, the ability to make a difference in the lives of others, have the money to invest? Is it the ownership of a house or 2 houses, a vacation home? Whatever that experience is for you, make sure that you write it down and get very clear what's the why behind being a millionaire. Now, for me, becoming a millionaire wasn't about the big house and the big car and all of that. Now, I have those things, but what the real purpose for me was about having the freedom to pursue my visions and to do my life purpose fully, to have the resources, to be able to hire staff, to have the electronic equipment, the video equipment, to be able to have sound equipment at seminars, to be able to rent rooms and do PR and pay for advertising and support my coaches and all those things that I wanted to do, which had to do with the vision of changing the world, inspiring and empowering people to live their highest vision so that if everyone did that, everything in the world would work. So make sure you get really clear about what is your purpose behind becoming a millionaire, because that's going to drive it more than the actual $1 million. It's the feeling that you want to achieve and the impact that you want to have. It's much more important. Now, I'm going to suggest that you create a vision board of what you want and the pictures that would represent the lifestyle and experiences you expect to have when you're a millionaire. Now, a vision board is simply, it could be your door, it could be your mirror, it could be your refrigerator door, it could be on paper, construction paper, wherever you want to put it. But it's simply a place where you staple, glue, tape, however you want to do it, words like abundance, prosperity, freedom, travel, unlimited potential, whatever it might be. And then also images of the vacations, the things you want to own, the impact you have, you want to stage, your children graduating, whatever it might be that you think having $1 million lifestyle would give you. The third thing you have to do is you have to transform your financial comfort zone. See, we all have a financial set point, just like the thermostat in your house. And when we get to a certain level of earnings, our thermostat turns off the furnace, just like it turns off the furnace in your house when it reaches 68 or 70 degrees. And for some people, making $75,000 a year is their comfort zone. They'll never make more than that unless they reset their thermostat. So you've got to reset it. My dad used to work for National Cash Register Company, NCR, and he had his set point, if you will, was he always made quota, no matter what they said, it was always higher every year. And he had to go to what they called the Hawaii. They had this thing called super camp, sugar camp, something like that, where everyone got to go who made quota. and he'd take my mom, and they'd have this big vacation. And one year, it was New Year's Eve, and my dad had not made quota. But his self-image, his set point was so strong that he went out and was selling computers to people who had bars and restaurants open on New Year's Eve, when all they really wanted to do was be doing their business. But he was so persuasive and offered deals and did whatever it took, and he actually made quota in New Year's Eve by midnight and was able to submit those orders to the national headquarters and make quota. And so you want to have that same strong belief and image that you always achieve your goals and what that $1 million lifestyle would look like through your affirmations, your visualization, and your vision board. And I'll share another story with you about how this financial set point works. I remember once I got a new job working at a training company about, 40 years ago, and it was in Los Angeles. And the owner of that training company said he was going to go buy some shirts, so I'd like to come along with him. So we went to this store called Allendale's in Westlake in California, in LA. And the cheapest shirt in that store was like $100. And he was buying shirts that were like $150. This was a while ago. And I had never bought a shirt for more than $38 from like Nordstrom's or a place like that. And this was way out of my comfort zone to spend that much money on a shirt. But I wanted him to think I was cool and that I was successful and all that. So I bought one shirt. It cost me $148. I'll never forget. And I took that shirt home and I wore it and we sent it to the cleaners and it came back. And I noticed that it was always the first shirt I would reach for. It was a better quality shirt. It was designed better. It looked better, felt better. And so all of a sudden I'm seeing myself in this new shirt and I'm liking this new shirt. And pretty soon my comfort zone changed from $38 shirts to $150 shirts. And that's only the shirts I buy now and have done ever since. And now I get custom made shirts that cost even more than that. But that action of moving into a new place shifted my entire sense of myself and made me uncomfortable wearing the lesser quality shirt. So comfort zones are very powerful, and you can change your comfort zone by visualizing, affirming, and taking action in that new comfort zone that become a habit. Now, finally, you're going to need to decide how much money you want to have in your life. The exact annual salary or the exact net profit from your business or your total net worth or your portfolio of investments and investment income, and how much you want to have when you retire also. And then you have to believe it's possible to attain that. So come up with a specific number. Now, to stay focused on this number, I want to teach you about a powerful tool which I've mentioned called affirmations. Affirmations are simply statements you repeat over and over and over, affirming your new reality. Now, I like to use the very simple little formula. I'm so happy and grateful that I now am earning $1 million a year. I'm so happy and grateful that I now am looking at my bank statement at $1 million a year, whatever it might be. Now, once you've created your affirmation based on your goal and the numbers that you came up with, then every day you want to spend at least 2 or 3 minutes in the morning, 2 or 3 minutes at night, repeating your affirmation. If you have 3 or 4 or 5 affirmations, that's great. Go through them one at a time. And then close your eyes and visualize having that reality. Now, to help yourself to develop a millionaire mindset and shift your comfort zone, I want you to write several affirmations that are expressing your eventual income and lifestyle. Just as I mentioned, I'm so happy and grateful that I now have a $200,000 a year income, or $500,000 a year income, or $1 million income. I'm so happy and grateful that I now spend my days traveling the world, solving problems through impact investing. Or I'm so happy and grateful that I've fully funded our kids' college education expenses and have secured it in a 529 plan. So take a few minutes, as I said, twice a day when you first wake up and right before you go to bed, and repeat each affirmation. And then close your eyes and see it clearly. Some of you close your eyes and you see like 3-dimensional Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Technoscope, high def, full color, Dolby sound images. Some of you close your eyes and it's just kind of vague. As long as you're intending it, even if it's vague, it works. So make sure you visualize it as if it's already come true, and then feel the feelings you would feel. Fill in all the details of where you'd be, who else is there, what's being said. And as I said, most important, create the experience of the emotions you'd be feeling if you'd already achieved it, just like an actor. Would it be joy, gratitude, happiness, pride, feeling powerful or generous? Whatever you think you would feel, create that feeling in your body. And use these financial goals as your destination, because because your financial goal is one of your important destinations. And the affirmation and the visualization is the car you're going to drive to get there. And the emotional feeling is the fuel that's going to propel that car. You know, research seems to show now that the emotions are the most critical part of this process. So now here's your millionaire mindset homework to complete after watching this video. So pull out your checkbook, and I want you to write a check payable to yourself for the amount of money that you want to be making within the next year. And then sign and date the check and place it somewhere where you're going to see it every day. So use it as a daily reminder of where you want to be and the work you want to do and whatever is necessary to reach that goal. Put it on your mirror, put it on your refrigerator, put it under the glass on your desk at work. You can even photograph it and make it a screensaver on your computer. Now, leave a comment below and share one thing you're going to do to ensure you reach your financial goal that you've set for yourself within the next year, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. So thanks for watching, and remember, nothing changes for the better until you do.